Oh, sorry, I was messing with my sound and stuff, and I've got myself in my ears. Let me just mute myself for me because I hate listening to me. Okay, that is better. Let me just bring everything up. Okay, I'm gonna start the ads. And, you know, post on Discord, that kind of thing. I'll see you in 3 minutes if you get the ads, earlier if you don't. At stream time, no, at here. I do this 3 times a week at minimum. How have I not figured out how to do it like without thinking? Okay, here, stream time, and I scroll up and get my link. There's been a lot of chat in the Discord, well, a little bit of chat in the Discord, so I have to scroll a bit further than I usually do. There we go, link is a go. Now where's OBS? There it is. Let me just turn my light on. I need light for tracking. And as soon as I started streaming, my brother's cat came in and decided to cause trouble. He's like, how can I make... What is the time that I can be the most inconvenient? I know, right now. So it's going to be a shorter stream than usual. Usually, Mug, yes, you're first. Usually I go until like 5. I try to go until 5. But I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30, so I'm going to have to finish up this stream at 3 o'clock at the latest. That's in 2 hours, so we've got a 2-hour time limit on boy kissing today. I got my water. I think I'm good to go. Ugh, what is that cat doing? Okay, we still have 30 seconds on the ads, but I'm pretty sure it's only Monk here anyway who is subbed. So let's just get going. Kiss some boys. A little bit weird, their hair and stuff is flowing, but their faces are completely static. Yeah. We don't think about that. Okay, this is the start of chapter 10, and if you know what's going on, you're probably better than me, because I had to cancel the last 2 Boy Day streams. So it's been 3 weeks. We put off boy kissing for 3 weeks. Okay, so you have 3 days until the trial. Like, I know we're at the trial of demon. We're in the demon world. We're doing the trial of demon. Do whatever it takes. Oh yeah, right. Okay. What I remember is this guy's a terrible teacher. Yeah. Okay, yeah, basically it's a battle royale in Demon City. You stealth, violence, whatever. Everything is allowed in this trial. Yep, extremely irresponsible for a bunch of teenagers. This is a survival game. It's a high school. It's supposed to be like a prestigious high school. I don't think murder games are required to graduate high school. As soon as he finished explaining, Mr. Mask left, because of course he did, because he's terrible. At the same time, everyone quickly scattered because they were going to be murdering each other. This is the start of the Hunger Games. I immediately invited the others to discuss our next move. Encouraging teenage demons with magic to fight each other to death isn't really a good idea for high school education. Yeah. Maybe that's how they keep it prestigious, by like getting, it's like only a small handful of people that go to this school graduate alive. The other students have started the trial. We have to move fast too. Should we? We should not split up. That's a horrible idea. Find key locations? What if someone who's bad just gets lucky? Yep. We check the location of the keys first. I agree with you. Before we can do anything, we must know all of the key locations. But how? Leave it to me. Oh yeah, a handy-dandy bunny. Death games are equally irresponsible. Yeah. Unknowingly, Noir had already jumped out from my cell phone as a hologram. What do you mean unknowingly? How do you not realize that? Alright, Lieutenant, my boy, we are going for Val. I mean, ideally we're going for all of them. If there's a harem route, absolutely. But if I have to choose, then we are going for the demon boy. Unknowingly, Noir had already jumped out of my cell phone as a hologram. Noir, can you confirm the location of all the keys? Oh, of course. Give me a minute. I have to scan the entire city. You know, just a minute. It's fine. A few seconds later, a map of the city appeared, already marked one. We got Google Maps going on. Hell yeah. Here it is. I managed to get the current location of the 5 keys. I just bit the green fingers crossed. Thank you. Thank you, Noah. Yeah, that's my target boy right there. You're as useful as ever. Glad I could help. We observed the map from Noir. There's a key close to our current location, so we just grab a key and then like hole up somewhere and hide. That should do it, yeah? Each team only needs 1 key, so I don't think we need to split up. True, after all, only Val is familiar with the demon realm. I think we should go together for now. Good idea. Soft boy in a rough old archetype is pick. Yeah. Leave it to me. I know a shortcut. Hell yeah. Let's go. Without wasting any time, we immediately headed to the key location together. As soon as we arrived, we started looking around for the last key. Hang on, I need to let my brother's cat out. She came in here to pick fights and then leave. Don't hiss at me. God, she's so mad all the time. Well, half the time. Half the time she's lovey and dovey, but the other time she is filled with the rage of 1,000 suns. What happens if you drop it? You just fight. You better not drop it. But I was startled by an explosion from the other end of the street. Smoke from the explosion started to fill my vision. Yeah, that's what happens when you do a death game in a public city. An explosion. Careful, looks like there's a fight. Lukash and I immediately took out our magia crystals. When the smoke started to dissipate, I could see that some of the students were fighting. Yet demons are whack. One of them held a glass key. Damn, they got it already. Are we jumping in? Val rushed towards the student to grab their key. Yeah, just like you're going to get and run away. Hand over the key. Just as Val was about to grab it, another demon student appeared behind Val. Get lost. He swung his weapon to attack Val. No, I should protect Val with magic. Swiftly, I took out my fan and casted a... It's not casted. It's cast. You cast a spell. You don't casted a spell. Shield. In an instant, a protective layer of wind protected Val. The student was thrown back because of my shield. Yeah, I think I picked the right one. Thanks, Tazzy. However, due to the commotion we caused, the student holding the key came to his senses. He immediately looked for an opening to escape with the key. Hey, stop! We rushed after him. We're mugging you! However, all the other students' attention was now turned to us. Yeah, we should probably just get another one. They all come straight at us. This is a bad idea. We're just like brawling in the street. We need some stealth. There was something strange. Their eyes look empty. Also, they suddenly went silent. In unison, they started attacking my team. Oh wait, this is probably Lilith. She was a succubus, so she can get people to do stuff that she wants. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. Hey, we don't have any keys yet. The students didn't say anything, they just continued attacking me. Why are they attacking us? This is weird, we aren't holding any keys at all. But now let's focus on defending ourselves. We started fending off the students one by one. The problem was, we were vastly outnumbered. Several students used their strongest spells on us at the same time. Brace yourselves! We were focused on dispelling their magic. However, several other students also rushed behind us at the same time. When I need a drink. Sorry, this stream was like right after I woke up. I slept in today, so like I haven't talked at all today. So like I'm not used to. I need to warm up my vocals. When did they? We were caught off guard. When they fired their spells at us, no one had time to react. The Magia crystal we were holding shattered into pieces. Oh no. Alright, I remember what the Magia crystal was. It was the thing that lets us cast spells in the demon realm, because only demon magic works in the demon realm. So everyone but Val is useless now. My spells. So they distracted us on purpose. They were after our Magia crystals from the start. When my crystal shattered, I could feel the power of my magic energy decreasing. You can use demon magic, you're fine. But it was still enough for the trial of demon. I can only depend on my demon powers now. Look, Ash, hide. Your safety comes first. He's such a good boy. Right, leave the rest to me and Val. Even so, the students cornered us. The large number didn't give us room to move. I have to pave the way for Luke and Ash to escape. Students kept attacking us relentlessly. Luke began to have a hard time dodging the increasingly brutal attacks from all directions. Oh no, you can't hurt my boy. While Luke was blocking one of the attacks, another student attacked him from behind. Luke, behind you! But it was too late. Luke didn't have time to... Is he dead? Just then, a shield of ice magic protected Luke. Wait, that's Ash's element. I thought Ash couldn't use ice magic? Luke, Val, and I simultaneously looked at Ash. Ash, have you got something to tell us? Ash was swinging his sword while preparing to cast his magic. Ice shards! Dozens of sharp ice blades appeared behind Ash and shot towards our enemies. I was taken aback when I saw Ash use his magic. Ash, you can still cast magic? Ash smiled proudly. Who said my ice magic was Angelus-based? Oh, wait, he's got human magic, like Damien. At first I was worried I wouldn't be able to use my magic either, but turns out I was just overthinking it. All this time, ice magic is your innate ability as a human? I've heard of it. In the human realm, Glacier is famous for its royal family who are good at using ice magic. At that time, Ash seemed very reliable in my eyes. Val and Luke were also in awe of Ash. Ah, he's just a wizard. Not bad, Ice Boy. Let's see who can defeat more of them. Challenge accepted. Val started attacking the demon students one by one. Meanwhile, Luke readied his weapon. He can... Non-angelic or demonic searches. Yeah, apparently, but I guess they gotta be royalty though. He took out his bow and approached Ash. Ash, can you make ice arrows for me? You still want to fight without magic? Of course. You can't let... Like, he's not going to let everyone else just carry him. Get the bow, yeah. Can't just sit there, can I? I want to assist you, at least. Ash smiled at Luke and made arrows from his ice magic. He's now Ash from League of Legends. If you run out, just ask me again. Thank you, Ash. Luke started shooting our enemies one by one accurately. Like, this isn't even magic. He's just, like, this is gonna do some damage. These are high school students. Even though Luke's shooting without magic, all his shots are powerful enough to take down a demon. Luke must have prepared himself in his own way for the trial of demon. He's very cute, yeah. After we fought for a while, we finally managed to beat all the students. Are they dead? Did you just do murder? We decided to escape right away before the others could gang up on us again. Oh my god, he really is. He's a support Ash. Nice. While resting, we began discussing what just happened earlier. What happened? What exactly happened back there? There were a lot of strange things. You think? For example, the students' movements were unnatural. They also had blank eyes. They didn't even say a word and just started attacking us. Luke nodded. At that moment, Val, who had been silent for a long time, finally started to speak. I think I know what's going on here. I think I do too. I'm pretty sure this is all Lilith doing. Okay, I'm on the same page as Val. We're on the same wavelength here. That was Lilith. Lilith is behind all this? She coerced them all? Yeah, she's a succubus. She can do that. Did Lilith threaten and force them to come? No, that's not what... Come on, you know this. This has been revealed to you. Val shook his head. More precisely, all those students were under Lilith's control. Jeff, can you stop scratching the door frame? Stop it. Good boy. Lilith's control. Is there any magic you can do? You specifically learnt that last chapter. Not magic. As the member of House Asmodeus, Lilith has the power to control people's minds. We already learnt this information. Why are you surprised? Val took a deep breath. I had a feeling she had a trick up her sleeve for this trial. It seems Lilith has manipulated the minds of other students, except for ours. Wait, all the other students? And why wouldn't she mind control us? Hearing Val, Luke thought for a moment. Is Lilith that strong she can control all students at once? Val didn't reply to Luke right away. I'm just as confused as you are. What do you mean a trick up her sleeve? You know this is one of her normal abilities. Yeah, we've been through this. This is information that has been made available to us. I know Lilith is strong, but controlling all the students in one city at once doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, I think Finn's helping her. Remember we went on that mission to find out whether Finn was an incubus? And then the information got reported to Lilith because she was the one that asked for the information off the, information broker. So maybe she's getting him to increase her powers. She might be doing something to amplify her power, like using my little brother. Wait, then why aren't we also under her influence? Because the little brother does not want us mind controlled. He's not going to help us do that. About that, check your pockets. Or Val did something. I reached into my pocket and found something inside. A bracelet. I knew from the start Lilith was going to try targeting us. So I prepared something to counter her power. This bracelet contains magic that can protect the wearer from Lilith's influence. We weren't wearing it, it was in our pocket. Just in case, I slipped this bracelet into your pockets before the trial. Okay, there was no need for the subterfuge here. It's just like, hey, I think Lilith is going to try and use her mind control powers. You should probably wear this bracelet. And then we would have all been like, oh, cool, thanks, Val. That's really helpful, and put it on. As long as you keep this bracelet, you'll be safe. I was really impressed by Val's preparation. Thanks, Val. You're really well prepared. Val smiled happily at me. You managed to think this far. You're not as bad as I thought. She was too shy to compliment Val directly, huh? Shut up, Parker. It's not like I like him or anything. Don't hold back. Praise me to your heart's content. Shut up. You jerk. Good thing they could still joke around at a time like this. They're so cute. Seeing their interaction helped me stay calm in this bad situation. We then talked about our next move. Even though we can escape Lilith's influence, the other students will stand in our way as long as Lilith uses her power. Right, the demon teams that attacked us were just a small fraction of all the students. Sooner or later, Lilith will definitely get all the students to attack us. We must carefully consider our next step. Fighting them all would drain us. And I'm sure that's a bad idea. Right, Lilith will definitely attack us when we're exhausted. Isn't there a way to deal with them effectively? No one spoke again after that. You go to the... You take out the caster. So you always go for the one in the dress. We were at a loss. My ringing phone broke our silence. Tazzy, got a message for you. Message? From who? From an unknown number. Let me open it. I can help you. Come to the Twilight Bar if you're interested. It's probably Finn. I don't know why he's being mysterious, but it's probably Finn. I'll wait for you until the clock tower chimes. GS. Okay, so not Finn. Who do I know that's GS? An anonymous helper. But who would be helping us at a time like this? What kind of place is Twilight Bar? The Twilight Bar? Val, do you know this place? Val nodded. The bar is right outside the trial site. As far as I know, the bar doubles as an information guild. Oh, okay, so it's probably our wolfie friend. Information guild, huh? Then no wonder he knows our current situation. The question is, who is this person? Do you really not know, Tazzy? The person who sent this message must at least know you. Man, I've forgotten the name of the information broker with the wolves. I skimmed the message again, especially the initials at the end of the chat. DS. Most likely this person is a demon who knows me. Gawain Silverwing. It's my dad! Unconsciously, I spelled Dad's name. Duke of the Roseheart Kingdom? Does that mean he's your father? A demon who understands my situation with the initials GS. That's all I can think of. But I'm still not sure. I think we should at least try meeting it. Yeah, we gotta meet our dad. If this is really Tazzy's dad, we can get help. If not, we can just run away. Val is right, it's better if we check this out. What do you think, Tazzy? If you want, I can take you to the bar. Of course! We're at a huge disadvantage since all our magia crystals have been destroyed. Like, there's no downside to this. I think any kind of help would be in our favor at this point. It's like we can't get like we can't get in a worse situation than we are right now. Take this opportunity. Val, let's go to the Twilight Bar together. Okay, I know a shortcut to that location, of course you do. However, I was worried about one thing. But what if Lilith's subordinates take this opportunity to finish us off? We're going to spend a lot of energy trying to get rid of them. You don't have to worry about Lilith's underlings. Luke and I can distract them. Right, leave Lilith's subordinates to us. Thanks, Luke. Ash. I replied to the message. We'll be right there. Very well. You won't regret it. So, him saying you won't regret it is now making me suspicious. I have a device that can negate Asmodeus' daughter's power. Bring your demon friend. He can take you to where I am. We know. I'm confused about Dad's last sentence. What does it mean? Val also read the message from Dad. Ah, I get it. Relax. Leave it to me. Then you two need to leave immediately. Luke and I will hold off any enemies that follow. Let us know as soon as your business is done. We'll meet again here. Okay, good luck to you both. After parting, Val led me through the alleyways. After a while, we arrived at a small building in the corner of town. This is Twilight Bar. Why so remote? I don't think this is a great location for a bar. It's a great location for a shady bar. Val gave me a short laugh. This bar is intentionally located in a remote location. Even its rundown appearance was on purpose. You could say they don't want to attract troublesome visitors, like the cops. But the inside of the bar is the opposite of its appearance. I suppose that's the Twilight part of it. This is not fitting music for a spooky demon bar. Maybe the music will change when we're inside. Val knocked on the door 3 times before opening it. That's the cop knock. As Val said, the inside of the bar was different from the outside. Dominated by wood, the interior of the Twilight Bar was classic and cozy. The melodious music made this bar feel relaxing. Oh, it's not a spooky demon bar after all, it's just a regular demon bar. Where's Dad? I started looking for Dad among the customers, but I couldn't find him. Welcome to the Twilight Bar. How can I help you? I'm looking for... Before I could finish my sentence, Val stopped me. Wait, let me handle this. Val approached the bartender. The moon's beautiful tonight. I feel like drinking a cold martini. Hearing Val's words, the bartender's expression changed. He smiled. Right, please follow me. Ooh, a code phrase. The bartender opened the door next to the bar counter and let us in. We walked down a long hallway with many doors. It seems the sentence that Val said earlier is a secret password. We stopped at the door at the very end of the corridor. A secret second bar. Yeah, how many layers does this bar have? Your guests have been waiting for a while. Dad? It is Dad. We guessed right. As soon as I walked in, I was greeted with my dad's smile. Dazzy, here you are. Dad stood up and hugged me. It's my dad. For a moment, I let myself drown in Dad's warmth. Even though it's only been a few months, you've grown more beautiful, my daughter. I don't think that's an appropriate thing to be saying to your daughter. Dad. I'm glad to see you again. I'm very happy to see you too. Dad let go of his arms and looked... His arms? And looked at Val. Let me introduce myself. I'm Val de Lucifer, the successor of House de Lucifer, correct? You don't get to introduce yourself. You know about me? Who isn't aware of this generation's most talented successor? You're exaggerating. After this brief exchange of greetings, Dad told us to sit down. Please bring the drinks I ordered for them earlier. Right away. You ordered drinks for us? Thank you. Think. A few moments later, the bartender came back and put down 2 drinks. This is... Milk? You're underage. You're both underage. Dad, we're both grown up. Dad patted my head. You're still a child. Milk tastes just as good as alcohol. It tastes better. Alcohol's yucky. Says him as he drinks vodka. He then started talking in a serious tone. Now let's get to the main topic. You could at least get me lemonade or something. Dad took out a mirror and gave it to me. A mirror? Is this the magic device that you promised? Dad nodded. What's the drinking age in hell? I have no idea. This is required world building. I need to know the answer. This device can negate Lilith Asmodeus' power. It's also easy to use. That's convenient. You just need to insert magic energy into the mirror and cast a spell. Then direct it to the people under Lilith's control. Thanks for helping us, Dad. Thank you so much. You've really helped our team. Yay, nepotism! I stared at the mirror for a while, then put it away. How do you know about our situation? How did you prepare this magic device in such a short time? Hearing my question, Dad only gave me a faint smile. There's someone who wants your success more than anyone else. They asked me to help you. This magic device is also provided by that person. This person wants me to succeed more than my dad. Who is this person? Why didn't they come straight to me? It's probably my real parents. Like my biological dad. Dad went quiet. It seemed he wasn't able to answer my question any more than this. Given that brief silence, Dad changed the topic. By the way, how is Helena? Mum? She's okay. I was able to meet her during the trial of Angelus thanks to Mr. Phi. Phi? He met Helena? I see. Phi and Helena. Don't get jealous. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to involve the kids in the parents to relationship drama. Suddenly, Dad looked nervous. That was when Val whispered to me. Why is your dad so nervous? Is he jealous of Mr. Phi? Yeah. Well, more or less. Dad has feelings for Mum, but it seems the relationship hasn't gone far. Oh yeah, because... Oh, right, they were only playing family. Like, to look after the main character for some reason, and they're not, like, officially in a relationship. Every time I see Dad like this, I want to tease him. It's like the trope where it's like you pretend to be married for, like, tax benefits, and then you actually fall in love. This is one-sided. That's adorable. You're too mischievous. Oh, don't get me wrong. I support their relationship. I turned to Dad, who was still restless. Dad, I'm sure Mum will love it if you contact her. Maybe through a letter. You think so? Yep, Mum will be even happy if you also send her a gift. Alright, I'll try to send a letter to Helena. I've always gotten a warm, bubbly feeling whenever I saw Dad shyly chasing after Mum. Friend Damien and I have always enjoyed playing matchmakers for them. Okay, how is it a surprise that they weren't your real parents if you knew that they weren't actually in a relationship despite them? Like, how did you not know they weren't your biological parents? Like, if your dad was crushing on your mum. Like, what was the thought process there? After chatting for a while, Val and I said goodbye to Dad. Be careful during this trial, Tazzy. Good luck. Thanks, Dad. Hooray, plot armor. While walking back, I called Ash and Luke. Thanks for coming with me, Val. I'm glad I met him. I'm really happy to meet Dad, and with this mirror we can turn things around. No need to thank me, this will help all of us. I stared at the mirror that Dad gave me. My face was reflected on the surface. As I looked at the mirror, I noticed that one of the stars behind me seemed to be moving. Huh? A shooting star. Swiftly, I looked up at the night sky. However, there were no shooting stars to be seen. A shooting star. What do you mean? I saw one of the stars moving from the mirror's reflection. I thought that was a shooting star, but I guess not. Ah, moving stars, huh? Come to think of it, it's about time. Time for what? Look up at the sky, Tazzy. Meteor shower? Just then the clock tower struck 12. The stars grew brighter, illuminating the dark sky. A few seconds later, the stars started moving together. They're moving? No, they're not. It panned up to the sky, and they were still. It's like they're moving? It's like, not as far as I can tell. What you are currently seeing are not stars, they're pixies. Adorable! One of the demon realm's fairy species that live above the clouds. Every midnight they like to migrate from one cloud to another. Val looked up at the sky with a smile. This beautiful view is the result. They're still not moving. I couldn't tear my eyes away from this incredible view, but pixies are from hell. That checked out. Fair enough, because we saw fairies in heaven, and then pixies are in hell. So beautiful. Even though there's no sun, the demon realm has its own charm. Demon realm is just as beautiful as Angela's realm. Val was now looking at me gently. His eyes seemed to be filled with happiness. Thanks for thinking that way about my realm. Aw, I'm glad you like this place. For a while, we just enjoyed this magnificent view. You know, let's just enjoy stargazing during the Hunger Games. Suddenly, I saw one of the stars fall towards me. Huh? It was only when I got close that I could see the pixie's appearance. Oh, the fairies are like little chibis. And this is like Tinkerbell, I guess? The pixie started flying around me. Tazzy, you're lucky. Whisper your wish to this pixie. Some say your wish will be granted. I want to kiss more boys. I looked at the pixie. It smiled at me, waiting. I unconsciously approached the pixie to whisper my wish. I wish. A sincere wish. All of us to find happiness. That is the most generic wish. Like, if you don't have anything to wish for, that's what you wish for. Will you grant my wish too? The pixie nodded, then flew towards Val. Val whispered his wish. After that, the pixie waved at us while flying back into the sky. I'm absolutely reading too much into this, but it said happy for all of us, which means nobody's getting turned down, and I am so for the polycule route. What did you wish for? Instead of answering, Val looked at me. Your smile. I mean, you could have just asked me. You didn't need to ask the pixie. Your face looks so beautiful when you smile. I wish I could see it every day. Val's words caught me off guard. I didn't expect him to make such a request to the pixie. He then grabbed my hand. You know, in the middle of the Hunger Games while my controlled hordes of students are out for blood. The touch of his hand sent a comforting warmth throughout my body. And I hope I'm the only one who can keep you smiling. No, everyone. I feel like I could do anything for your smile. Unknowingly, we found ourselves drawing closer to one another. It felt like Val's golden eyes were casting a spell on me. I couldn't resist being pulled into his charms. Slowly, my eyes closed themselves. Are we getting a kiss? Mwah! Yes! There we go. Moments later, Val's lips softly pressed against mine. Ooh, a lip kiss. The moment our lips met, an overwhelming surge of emotion swept through me. I could feel my heart pounding, and a flush of heat tingled in my cheeks. But in the midst of it all, there was a simple yet beautiful comfort that engulfed me. I felt as if I was floating through the sky, embraced by the radiance of the stars. On that magical night, I encountered a new experience that would stay with me forever. Let's go! A successful stream. We kissed a boy. After regrouping, we went back to talk about our next move. I think we should act fast. Right, we don't have much time. I think it would be more effective if we split up now. Split up. Is that really the right move? You never split the party. That's D&D 101. You can't use your magic look. Don't worry, I can protect myself. He doesn't look very confident. Don't let me be a burden to you. Luke was right. I had to believe in my friends, but not to the... Come on, you don't split up in the Hunger Games. Alright, let's split up. That's a terrible idea. There are 4 glass keys left. Each of us can check one location at the same time. We're not even splitting up into like 2 groups. We're just like going individual. This is a terrible idea. Let's meet again at the center of the city in 2 hours. Everyone agreed because they're all idiots. After dividing the task, we immediately split up. When I arrived at the location, I looked for glass keys in every corner, but to no avail. Looks like the key at this location has been taken by another team. You could only let out a sigh of disappointment. Hopefully the others could find a glass key. Since I had nothing else to do here, I decided to go back to the center of the city. Well, this was a waste of time. We started enforcing the cat's food restrictions per day, and Harley is hangry. Poor Harley. Poor girl. However, while I was on my way, I heard another explosion. Is there a fight nearby? I tried to figure out where the sound was coming from. Not far from here, I saw smoke from the explosion earlier. That area. It's where Ash was going. Anxiety spurred my legs to run towards the site. At first I was like, oh, it could have been unrelated, but like, no, all the other students are mind controlled. They wouldn't be fighting each other. They're all trying to kill us. From a distance, I saw Ash surrounded by 3 students. He was breathing heavily and his face looked tired. Look at this kid, he's getting tired. Shut up. Don't underestimate us. As Lilith's teammates, we're as strong as her. Unlike the students we fought earlier, these demons look normal. This is why you don't split up exactly. But, since they split up, we get individual scenes with all 3 of them, like saving their asses. See? You gotta see the vision. Could it be they aren't under Lilith's influence? I approached them quietly. Maybe I can give them a surprise attack. Oh, looks like a little mouse wants to join us. The demon student raised his hand at me. In an instant, he fired a spell. Deflect. I managed to block the attack. Didn't we destroy their Magia crystals? Maybe because she's half angelus and half demon. All 3 of them turned to me. They were getting ready to catch me in a pincer attack. But just then, Ash lunged at them with his sword. Yeah, you can't turn your back on Ash. There's 2 people here. Azzy, run. I'll deal with them. No. He still hasn't given up yet. Ash managed to block their attacks, but his movements looked sluggish. No, I'm helping. Ash must be tired of fighting those 3 alone. If I leave him, Ash's situation will only get worse. Yeah, Ash is the tank. Yeah, what should I do? Fight with Ash. Hang on. Just in case. I quickly casted a spell and then attacked Lilith's teammates. Gust. The 3 students were knocked back by my attack. Oh yeah, I just remembered in the previous chapter we learned about combination magic and the teacher said it would be really useful. So we fight together. We make like a blizzard. Has he? You decided to help, huh? Do you think you can win against us? Ash. Let's base them together. 2 is better than 1, right? Ash was silent for a few seconds at first, then he smiled at me. Let's finish them off as fast as we can. I love that smile, that like cocky smirk. That's so cute. Right, Val and Luke are waiting for us. Are you done with the pleasantries? Unknowingly, the 3 of them had already surrounded us from every direction. So you decided to join in the fun too, huh? Interesting. And other punk enemy lines. They simultaneously fired their spells at us. Ash and I cast protective spells at the same time. While we were temporarily safe, Ash and I took the chance to talk. Ash, do you have enough magic energy to fight? I'm still good to go, don't worry. Then please listen to me for a moment. I briefly shared my idea with Ash. You know, they're right there. I think that's a solid plan. Like, they're right there. There is no way that you can whisper quiet enough for them to not hear that. Then, when the shield goes down, we'll go straight to the plan. Ash nodded. Well, she does have wind magic, so maybe it's like a... Like, wind is really loud, so maybe like they're in like eye of the storm situation. I'm gonna suspend my disbelief for this. Ooh. Sorry. We lowered our magic at the same time. You're finally out, you cowards. The student pulled out a spear and threw it at me. With the help of magic, I leaped high to avoid it. Oh, hell yeah, I didn't know she could do that. From above, I began to cast my spell. Vortex. A small whirlpool appeared between Lilith's 3 friends. They were sucked into the center of my vortex. When they were gathered, Ash cast his spell. Oh, it's like that Blue Mage spell. Or like Dark Knight in PvP. Frost. In a split second, ice blades encircled half of their bodies. What? Hey, let us go. Oh my god, we're going to stab them. Look, this is like the magician box with the swords. I put them in the box and he's just gonna stab them all over. I don't think that's non-lethal. Before they could use magic, Ash also froze their hands. Okay, we tied them up. We arrested them. In the name of the moon, I punish you. Stay here for a while. We did it! Yay! We did a murder! Ash smiled at me. Seeing his smile, I was relieved I decided to help him earlier. I was trying to protect you earlier, but it seems the opposite happened. Ash, I don't want to just be protected by you and the others all the time. I want to be a partner that you can trust too. I'm liking this message here. Damsel in distress? No. Equal opportunity partnership. Yes. That's why I've been training with you all this time. Ash was silent for a moment. His hand then gently patted my head. Can you stop doing that? That is so demeaning. You're an incredible woman, Dazzy. Unconsciously, my lips form a smile. He's like, you're an incredible woman, while patting my head like a puppy. Ash, let's go back. Oh no, I don't think I've seen that portrait before. Suddenly, Ash's footing faltered and his face drained of color. Swiftly, I supported him. Did they stab him? Ash, are you hurt? I'm fine. Even though Ash said that, blood started pouring out of his wounds. Oh my god, did they kill Ash? His uniform was stained with dark red. Ash, did you really do that thing where you get wounded and then you don't say anything until the end and it's like, hey, we won, wait, I'm dead. Like, you can't do that. It's a horrible trope. I'll treat your wounds? Can I do that? Let's treat your wounds first. The trial of Demon is far from over. You better save your energy so you can continue with the trial. Okay. We decided to go inside one of the old houses nearby. The house seemed to have been abandoned for a long A long time ago. That's convenient. There were holes in the walls and roof. However, this place was sufficient for our temporary camp. Ash, do you mind taking off your shirt? Please take off your shirt. I need to see your wounds clearly and everything else. Ash nodded and took off his uniform. Please tell me we get a portrait here. However, I was greeted by something unexpected under Ash's shirt. Is it abs? Please get art, please get art, please get art. Yes, we get art. Moonlight shone through the cracks on the roof. It showered both of us with tendrils of light. It gave me a clear view of the scar on Ash's back. Trans Ash, oh man, this could have been a Mulan moment, couldn't it? The wound didn't seem to be from the demon student's attack earlier. From its condition, I was pretty sure Ash got this wound a long time ago. The scar was so wide it stretched across his back. This wound. Ah, sorry, you must be surprised to see my scar. No need to look at it. I know the wound looks disgusting. What do you mean disgusting? It's badass. Everyone likes a battle scar. Don't say that. I don't feel that way at all. Slowly, I put my hand on Ash's back. Yeah, he's got a one-piece scar. See, nobody thinks that's disgusting. That's the coolest scar you can have. Slowly, I put my hand on Ash's back. When our skins touched, my heart fluttered. I let my finger gently trace the scar. Okay, why are you doing that when he's got like actively bleeding? Like he's actively bleeding out right now and you're like, oh, poor you, this wound that was inflicted a long time ago. It's like, no, stop, he's bleeding. It was strange, even though Ash was the one that had a wound this big. For some reason, it was my heart that ached every time I saw the wound. He is bleeding out. I unconsciously put my forehead on his back. His breathing moving back was comfortable. Patty, why are you suddenly silent? I didn't answer Ash's question right away. I took a deep breath. Rubbing his back, I slowly opened my mouth. The scar. Does it still hurt? Absolutely not. This wound is nothing. I've never regretted the pain I received. Yeah, that's not how scars work. Like, it's fine. Because it meant I had managed to protect something precious to me. The same goes for the future. If at any time you're in danger, it doesn't matter how much pain I'll have to endure, I will protect you. Yeah, don't do that. In that second, my heart seemed to stop for a moment. Because you're precious to me. Ash, if you die for me, I am going to be so cross. Yeah, he's definitely the tank. Yeah, like, man, I think more fantasy series need to have more of a focus on like Tank Ash, the one that like takes all the damage for the rest of the party. Like that is gonna be some like god tier hurt, comfort, angst. I lost the words I was about to say as if they were swallowed by Ash's warmth. But a completely new feeling was starting to fill me. A sweet feeling. Also, he's bleeding out still. Something seemed to push me at that moment to convey my feelings to Ash. I erased the distance between us. Then planted a kiss on Ash's back. For a moment, Ash's body stiffened with shock. You don't give me a himbo paragon, give me a himbo sensitive boy. Yes. A second later, his back relaxed again. I hope my feelings were conveyed to him. Without hesitation, Ash reached out and took my hand gently. He let our fingers interlock. Then he gave a soft kiss to the back of my hand. That is not what's happening right now. Thank you, Tazzy. Ash whispered softly. His voice was deeper than usual. After that, neither of us spoke. Weren't you here for a reason? We enjoyed the moment together, accompanied by the cool night breeze. Like, what happened to treating his wounds? I mean, it's been really flexible to kiss her hand while she's behind. Yeah. It's like, I know this was just an excuse to get his shirt off, but like, we were here to stop him from bleeding to death. After treating Ash's wounds, we decided to rest here for... Okay, it's an afterthought. I glanced at Ash, still curious about his scar. Oh my god, he's got his shirt off now. Ash, may I ask? What's the story? What's the story behind your wound? If it's too much for you, you don't have to tell me. No, I just don't know where to start. Ash looked up. He slipped his hand between my fingers. I got this scar years ago. It was already evening. I visited my mother as usual. However, an assassin managed to sneak in and tried to kill us. God, that just keeps happening, huh? I got this wound while trying to protect my mother. He's a mama's boy. The assassin was hired by my stepbrother. He wanted to remove me from the fight for the throne. When Ash finished his story, he took a deep breath. I was reminded again of how cruel life in the Glazian royal family can be. All I could do at that point was to tighten my grip. Thanks for sharing your story with me. Ash smiled at me. He grabbed my hand even tighter. That day, I felt like I saw a deeper side of Ash. After resting for some time, we headed back to the others. When everyone was gathered, we reported our findings. When I got to the location, the glass key was gone. Me too. I couldn't get the key either. Okay, so we're gonna have to mug a bitch. That means we all failed to get any keys. There was a sudden silence. Everyone was deep in thought. Should we take a key from the others? Should we take a key from another team? I think this is the only option left for us. I agree. We must act aggressively at times like these. After agreeing on the next step, I called Noir. Okay, tell us the location of our victim. Do you need my help, Dazzy? Can you trace where all the keys are now? Leave it to me. Noir started scanning the city one more time. What's wrong, Noir? Noir showed us the city map again. All the keys are collected in one place. Lilith really took... Well, I suppose she is controlling all of the students, so I guess she's got them all there. Noir marked a park at the edge of town. Collected in one place? None of these are the right answer. Are you sure? Are you sure you're not wrong, Noir? I've checked many times, the result's still the same. Something is wrong, looks like a trap. Is this all Lilith doing? I mean, obviously. Yeah, looks like Lilith is playing a prank on us. She's purposely luring us there. I mean, but if we don't go, we won't get any keys at all. I mean, it doesn't seem like a trap. It just seems like she got greedy and, like, got all the keys. Everyone thought the same thing as Luke. We come this far. Let's just faith Lilith. We're not going to let her keep doing what she wants, are we? Ash nodded. It's about time we showed her that we can't be underestimated. Okay, then what are we waiting for? We were all determined to faith Lilith. Lilith. I'm having a hard time saying that name. My tongue's just like, nah. As we expected, many of Lilith's subordinates tried to get in the way. They wanted to drain our magic power. Tazzy, time to use Duke Gawain's mirror. Leave it to me. Ash, Luke, let's distract the other students while Tazzy prepares her spell. Ash and Luke nodded together. Well, Luke and Ash. It doesn't matter the order. Relax, Tazzy. We'll protect you. Just focus on your spell. I'm doing my limit break. Val, Luke, and Ash started attacking without hesitation. Luke began to absorb magical energy from Val. However, Luke's face immediately paled. Luke bit his lip while holding back the pain. Maybe it was because this method of using magic wasn't natural for Angelus. At that moment, plant roots emerged from beneath the ground and pinned the movements of many students all at once. Are you alright? Worry not, this pain is nothing. Thank you for lending me your magic energy. Val smiled while nodding. Val and Ash worked together to drive away demons from the other sides. After working my spell for a while, I was finally ready to use the mirror. I figured it was going to hurt Val, not Luke. Yeah, they did say it would be painful, but we thought it would be... Yeah. I pointed the mirror at all of Lilith's subordinates. Nullify. The mirror started to glow brightly. Take that! The power of Discord light mode! Every student who was hit by this light started holding their head in pain. A few seconds later, they lost consciousness and fell down. From there, the fight became easier for us. After exhausting the rest of Lilith's subordinates, we continued on our way. Easy! By the time we arrived, the location was already filled with demon students. In the middle of it all, Lilith was sitting leisurely with Finn. They were served by students under Lilith's control. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not only that, the other students stood around Lilith as if protecting her. Oh, you guys are finally here. This? I was getting tired of waiting. Lilith, what else are you up to this time? You know we shouldn't use our innate abilities while in the academy, don't you? But you used your power to control all the students. You have committed a serious offense. I don't think it's her power. I think it's Finn's power. Listen to Val. Lilith laughed lightly. Lilith laughed lightly. That's a tongue twister. Val, we're not in the academy grounds right now, so that stupid rule is nothing here. Moreover, Lilith put her hand on the shoulder of a student kneeling next to her. This ability exists to be used. Who cares about that stupid rule? Okay, I was wrong. It is her. Once again, Lilith laughed with satisfaction. Lilith laughed. There's a lot of L words. Lilith lightly laughed. She then stared at us with a casual smile. Do you know why I called you here? Lilith then took out 5 glass keys. To see your suffering faces. I'm going to make you guys fail right here. When Val saw the keys, he immediately made a move. Val lunged at Lilith to grab the keys. However, he was stopped by the student who had been on guard. You think you can beat me here? Dreaming. Lilith put the 5 keys next to where she was sitting. I think I'll have some fun with you guys first. However, in the middle of our conversation, something else caught my attention. Behind Lilith, Finn crept onto the bench. Finn? What is he doing? Unknown to Lilith, Finn took one of the glass keys. Then he deftly threw the glass key at me. Thanks, little bro. This catch. Finn? That was when I realized that Finn was trying to help me. You didn't... You thought he was against you before? Okay. I ignored everything and immediately ran after the key. Because apparently he's a bad throw. Just a little more. I almost caught the key that was thrown at me. However, someone grabbed the key just as my hand was about to touch it. Lilith, you're spoiling your servant too much. Punch him in the face and take it back. Lilith's teammate caught it. Finn, you're a terrible throw. I have to... snatch the key. I should have saved. I immediately tried to grab the key. Swiftly, he reacted and jumped backwards. Oops. Almost. He then gripped the key really hard. Until the key shattered. Okay, that's why it's made of glass. Why? Instead of letting this key fall into your hands, it's better to just destroy it. Besides, we don't need 5 keys to pass the trial. Lilith smiled in satisfaction. Good job. You should discipline your servant, Lilith. Lilith glanced at Finn. Oh, man, I should have done it different. Of course, I'll punish him severely later. Okay, I've got to kill her. I think I have to kill her. But right now, we have other things to work on first. Lilith's eyes started to glow. Just then, the students under her influence turned their attention to us. Defeat them all. Battle Royale time! As soon as they heard Lilith's order, everyone rushed towards us. The 4 of us looked at each other. We all nodded at the same time. Time to show Lilith our abilities. I set up my fan and cast a spell right away. Just! The students were immediately thrown aside, making an opening. There was no one protecting Lilith. Frost! At that moment, Ash immediately cast his spell. Big ice blades flew towards Lilith. You think I can't protect myself? Fire Blast! Oh, she's super effective against Ash. The ice blades melted in an instant. The water pooled, soaking the whole street. Now's the time, Val. Val laughed as he summoned electric sparks in his hand. That's a little scary. You're predictable, Lilith. Val electrocuted the puddle. Yes, type advantage on our side. All of the students were shocked by Val's spell and immediately lost consciousness. I think we just killed them. I don't think electricity makes you lose consciousness. I think it just kills you. Everyone was instantly paralyzed except for Lilith and Finn, who were further away. Good. Everything went according to Luke's plan to murder the students. I recalled the conversation we had on the way here. Everyone, I think we need a plan. A plan? To fight Lilith? Yes. Lilith must be surrounding herself with the students she controlled. Without a plan, we'll just waste our energy. Moreover, we've been fighting a lot today. Did you think of something? Luke nodded. First, I'd like Tassie to give us an opening. You mean getting rid of the students under Lilith's control? Yes. When there's no one to protect Lilith, Ash should attack her with ice magic. But Lilith's not that weak. She'll use her magic to melt my ice. That's exactly what I'm after. He's a smart boy. When the water from the melted ice soaks all the students, that's when Val shines. Val smiled meaningfully at Luke. I see what you mean. Leave it to me. I'm going to do a mass murder. Luckily, Luke's plan went well. Lilith was full of anger. She didn't expect all her subordinates to fall so easily. Give up, Lilith. Furious, Lilith cast a spell. I can beat you alone. Lilith's hand started to glow. Flames enveloped her. Just as she was about to unleash her magic, Lilith ended up coughing instead. Her face was pale. Side effects? Side effects? What does she mean? Is she on magic drugs? Lilith. That is enough. Lilith knew she was cornered, but she didn't want to admit defeat to us until the end. Cornered, she... You! Come here! Ah! Right, she has a hostage. Huh? Lilith grabbed Finn and held him hostage. Lilith, what are you doing? Let go of the kid. Val, Ash, and Luke attempted to attack Lilith and save Finn. Oh, they look furious. Don't move. Lilith pointed her knife at Finn's neck. At the same time, we all stopped moving. If you move just an inch, this kid's head is gonna roll. I lost my breath. I was drowning in fear and worry, especially when I saw Finn's pale face. She would kill her servant over this? I don't think she would, but she knows that we're not taking the chance. Lilith smiled triumphantly as we obeyed her orders. Good thing I brought this little kid. Lilith took the 4 glass remaining keys and kept them. Keeping Finn hostage, she started walking backwards. No matter what, you won't be able to pass this trial. Adios. Lilith jumped with Finn and disappeared. A satisfied laugh still echoed in my ears. My blood started to boil. I clenched my fist, which was still shaking with anger. Lilith! I will not forgive you! Damn, yeah. You have unlocked side story footage. One of these days we gotta do the side stories. Grand auction. How do we get from this to an auction? No matter what, you won't be able to pass this trial. Adios. By the way, I'm not yelling again. I think that actually hurt my throat. A satisfied laugh still echoes in my ears. That was when my blood started to boil, shaking with anger. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I put my whole heart into that. None of us spoke a word for some time. Inside my head, negative thoughts swirled and seethed. The atmosphere around me felt heavy. We failed to get a single key. Not only that, Finn is being held hostage by Lilith. This is really bad. Luke patted my shoulder gently, trying to calm me down. Azzy. Luke. What should I do? I was so nervous I couldn't even think. Will Finn be okay? What if Lilith gets emotional and hurts Finn? Luke gripped my hand tightly. Azzy, calm down. Take a deep breath. At that moment, Val took out his phone and called Noir. Noir, can you check Finn's condition? Let me try. Noir disappeared. We patiently waited for Noir to return. It was the longest wait of my life. I just asked Lilith's team assistant, Bunny. She said Finn wasn't hurt, so don't worry. I breathed in relief at Noir's words. My body immediately relaxed. However, Noir continued his report with a gloomy face. But Lilith's team had submitted all 4 keys and cleared the trial. They're currently in the inn with Finn. So we've got to fix the remaining key. Like, we've got the bits of the key. Did anyone say that the key had to be intact past the trial? This is difficult. We still have to solve many problems. There's a lot to think about. I noticed that Ash had started picking up the broken pieces of the last key. So Ash and I are on the same wavelength here. What are you doing, Ash? We have to reconsider our strategy. This key may be broken, but the pieces might come in handy in the future. I see. Let me help you. We decided to move to a more comfortable place to plan our strategy. For a moment, we were lost in our own thoughts. Can I just reassemble it with ice magic or something? Or like, yeah, there's probably like magic glue around, yeah. Can we fix the glass key? It seems like it's beyond repair. We can't steal from Lilith's team because they already submitted the keys. Damn, are we just going to fail here? Val clenched his fists in frustration. Control your emotions. No point in getting emotional. Besides, we still have a chance. Oh, I love that cocky smile of his. Because Mr. Mask hasn't stopped the trial yet? Ash nodded. What do you mean? Think again. Lilith has collected 4 keys, but 1 key has been destroyed. I'm sure Mr. Mask has been overseeing the trial, yet he hasn't stopped it. That means we can't give up. There may be another way for us. That's what I think too. Maybe we can find a loophole in the rules. Have you come up with something, Ash? Like, nobody said it had to be an intact key to pass the trial. Each team only needs to collect 1 glass key within the time limit. Ash smiled meaningfully. But Mr. Mars never said that we have to collect the glass keys that the Academy provided. Oh, okay. We just make our own? The answer became crystal clear. I understood what Ash meant. Oh, so we make like a mold out of the pieces and then just make another glass key. So we just need to find a glass key from another source. Right, there aren't any rules that stop us from doing that. Hope began to grow inside of me. We still have a chance. However, those keys are custom made. Mr. Mars said we can't duplicate it. Val, what do you think makes a key special? Huh? Because there's Angelus magic in it, right? Easy. Did you forget that you have 3 Angelus-blooded teammates? Val was silent for a moment. He then smiled when he understood where the conversation was going. I get it. If there are no keys left, we just need to make a new one. That's right, and we already know how to use Angelus magic in the demon realm. We smiled at each other. Despite the uncertainty, we knew what to do next. We need to craft a similar key. I don't think being similar will be enough. Yeah, we got to make a mold. We have to make an exact copy. First of all, how about trying to find the glass material it's made of? I know someone who can help us. You have acquaintances in the demon realm, Luke? Luke nodded. I met him when he visited the Angelus realm. We still keep in touch to this day. It's just, he's a bit difficult to contact through normal means. Luke then looked around trying to find something. Ah, got it. Look at the PNG of the crow that they'd like stuck on the background. I love that. His face brightened when he saw a crow on a nearby roof. A loud whistling sound came out of Luke's mouth because he whistled. A moment later, the crow flew towards Luke and landed on his shoulder. Hello, little one. Can you help me? And now they just chucked the crow PNG on this art. I love it. After their short conversation was over, the crow flew back. Let's go. The crow will lead us. Meanwhile, Val and Ash were still shocked when they saw Luke talking to a crow. Yeah, he can do that. That's his thing. Hey, you can talk to animals? Oh, I've never told you guys, have I? Luke briefly told Ash and Val about his innate ability to talk to animals. He's a wild thornberry. The bird said it found the person I'm looking for. We just need to follow it. I had no idea you could do that. Yeah, that was impressive, Luke. We followed Luke down the streets. The crow led us with its cries. This way? All right. While walking, Luke continued to chat with the crow. No matter how many times I see it, I'm still amazed by Luke's ability. Come to think of it, high-ranked demons and Angelus always seem to have innate abilities. Luke can communicate with animals. Lilith can control people's minds. I glanced at Val. Val? Do you also have an ability? I've never seen you using it. Mind and ability? I do have one, but it's not something that can be used just anywhere. What is it? We're here. It's a cliffhanger. To be continued, Luke's voice interrupted our conversation. Unknowingly, we had arrived in front of a small old house. At the door, there were wolves sitting leisurely. It's the guy! As soon as they saw us, they stood up and started howling. I noticed that the wolves seemed familiar. Wait a minute, those wolves. Shadows? That's the bitch. Oh, you know Shadow? I first met him around the academy. You could say I needed some information from him. And I met Shadow through Ash. I've used his service for a long time. We were all shocked. None of us thought we all knew Shadow, except for Val. I guess he doesn't know Shadow. In the middle of our conversation, Shadow opened the door and looked at us in confusion. Why are you guys making such a fuss out here? Come in, come in. At that moment, Val smiled and greeted Shadow. Yo, Shadow, long time no see. He knows Shadow too. Everyone knows Shadow. Is that you, my man? Look at you. You know him too? Were you his customer too, Val? Val put his arm around Shadow's shoulders. Well, we've been business partners for a long time. Yep, Val is my trusted business partner. So we're all connected to each other via Shadow, huh? So he knows who the main characters are. What kind of coincidence is this? I think that's enough small talk. You came because you have questions, right? Come in. We followed Shadow into his base. As usual, the wolves prepared tea and snacks. It's funny how he has an identical house in the demon realm as well as just outside the academy. Meanwhile, Shadow was sitting leisurely on the couch. So, what dragged you here? Seeing you guys together, this can't be personal business, eh? Yes, our team is having a hard time in the trial of Demon. Ooh, tell me the details. We explained the rules of the trial and the difficulties we faced. A glass key imbued with Angela's magic. Do you guys have more clues? I have the shards. We'll lead with that. Ash took them out for Shadow to observe. How is it, Shadow? Can you help us? Shadow smiled meaningfully while looking at me. Of course I can help you, but as usual, I won't open my mouth until I get paid. What have you guys prepared for me? I knew he would say that. We haven't had time to prepare anything. However, Val answered Shadow casually. I heard you're running out of dragon tears. I can provide them, how about that? Shadow nodded in satisfaction. You are indeed my best business partner, Val. Alright, I accept the payment. Nice doing business with you. Shadow then started explaining everything to us. Your key can be duplicated, as long as you have the material. So this is no ordinary glass? Shadow shook his head. The glass is a special material for magic devices. As far as I know, this item is really rare. Do you know where we can get it? Of course. Shadow snapped his finger. There's a lot of snapping in this. There we go. Got it. A transparent screen appeared in front of us. Tomorrow there will be an underground auction at this place. Okay, so there's where the auction comes in. Your glass is one of the items being auctioned. Underground auction. Shadow went on to explain the details of this auction. Unfortunately, not just anyone can enter the auction. Only high-ranked demons are invited. I mean, we have one of those. But I'm sure it's not a problem for you guys. You have Val. Leave that to me. I'll make sure we get the invitation. You guys are really lucky to have Val. Shadow looked at us one by one. Because you're all my loyal customers, I'll give you a bonus. After you get the glass, bring it to me. I'll process the materials into your desired key. He's a glass blower too? You can make the key? You're multi-talented. Thank you for the compliment. Shadow finished giving us all the information he had. For a moment, Luke was deep in thought. He hesitated at first, but then decided to open his mouth. Shadow, about my problem. I got some new information. You want to talk about that? Okay. But are you sure you want to do it in front of your friends? Shadow glanced at Ash, Val, and me. Luke followed Shadow's gaze, and then nodded. No problem. I trust them. Ash and Val smiled at Luke's words. Luke then told Shadow about the new information he got during the trial of Angelus. I heard the previous Angelus of Prophecy managed to escape the sacrificial ritual. Not only that, there was chaos on the day of the ritual, because her demon lover came to save them. Do you have any information about the incident? The Angelus of Prophecy who managed to escape from the sacrificial ritual, huh? I've heard of it. But Angelus Realm is trying its best to cover it up. Looks like they don't want anyone to know about the ritual failure. Shadow then thought for a moment. To be honest, I don't really know what happened either, but I have another interesting piece of information. Shadow's smile looked mysterious. Not longer after that incident, something big happened in the demon realm. The head of House Asmodeus cut ties with his eldest son. The eldest son is my dad, like my real dad, and the Angelus of Prophecy is my mum. House Asmodeus? Lilith's face appeared in my mind. Is Lilith my half-sister? What do you mean? House Asmodeus has something to do with it? But Shadow didn't answer me. He just shrugged and smiled. Looks like we have to dig the info up ourselves. Luke, who had been silent for a while, nodded. Thanks for the information, Shadow. What payment do you want? Nothing. Huh? Are you sure? Yep. Shadow then lifted Luke's chin with his finger. Ooh! Instead, come back to me if you manage to survive. I ship it. If I didn't want him to myself, then that is a good ship. The story of an Angelus who fought against his destiny in the sacrificial ritual. As an informant, I can't miss that story, can I? Very well. I'll definitely come back and give you your payment. They're so cute together. After that, we said goodbye to Shadow. Before we left, Shadow stopped Ash. Ash, don't forget to see me after the trial of Damon. I have additional information for you. You can tell me now. Ash nodded in understanding. Shadow must be talking about the magic pact. I could ask Ash more about it later. That was when Val suddenly started laughing. Your business is doing really well. You're my loyal customers after all. I always look forward to your arrival. Whenever you need me, I will always be there. Ooh, that gave me shivers. After saying our goodbyes, we headed off to Val's house. Whenever you need me, I'll always be there. When we arrived, we were greeted with a view of a large, luxurious mansion. You know what? I think this is a good... I feel like things are going to keep going from this point, and I have to go pretty soon. My appointment's in an hour, and I'd like to prepare for that. So I think this is where I'm gonna hold it off. We'll do the actual auction next week. So that is where I'm gonna leave you. I won't leave you on a cliffhanger that they are undoubtedly going to spring on us. So let's find someone to raid into. Okay. Ellie Cutie. Yeah, I enjoyed this voice session too. Okay, Ellie Cutie 314. She is playing World of Horror. So I will send you into her. She's also played this game before. She raided into me while I was playing this. So I will send you over to her. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you everyone for joining me on this week's episode of The Boys. No affiliation with the superhero show. All right, bye now.